what would be, what would trigger this? Because it's very likely that as the front lines collapses, they're not going to be able to talk the Russians into accepting any ceasefire or any empty promises. That there will be some form of escalation indeed. Trump just announced that they would sell a few thousand missiles now to the Europeans, who will give them to the
Yes.
Ukrainians. So at what point do you see dramatic escalation? Because the last stages of a war can be quite dramatic, as the losing side, believing it has a lot to lose, would be willing to take very great risks.
Well, this is a good question. And there's a general staff view, there's an intelligence service view, there's a Kremlin view, and there are other views in Moscow. The Oreshnik is a decapitation weapon for the Ukrainian battlefield, and it's not going to be used unless there was a clear gain from the removal of Zelensky, Yermak, and the Ukrainian general staff. And for the time being, I think both the consensus in Moscow and the consensus around Kiev is that Zelensky has so far won the battle for succession. If there's to be a new election in the Ukraine, he will win it. General Zaluzhny will not win it. Former President Poroshenko will not win it. And what we're seeing from the assassination of Andrei Paruby is that the Azovists are fighting now among themselves. So the position on the Russian side, the assessment on the Russian side at this stage of the game, and it's premature to say this is a policy, is that decapitation would not achieve a political outcome that would be favorable to Russia, when the more important military outcome is to remove the capacity of the Ukrainian armed forces and their supplies and their intelligence sharing with the United States, their drone factories, their longer range missile capabilities, including the Flamingo they promise for the future. You don't need Oreshnik to hit those targets. What you do need is to turn the electricity off from the entire country. And that's something, strangely, that President Putin has not allowed the general staff to proceed to.